Are you constantly feeling overwhelmed by notifications, emails, and endless scrolling? Does the sound of a new message make your heart race? You're not alone. In today's world, technology can be both a blessing and a curse when it comes to mental health. But what if I told you that you have the power to change this? In this video, we're going to explore how setting simple but effective boundaries with your devices can help reduce anxiety and bring back balance in your life. Ready to regain control over your digital world? Let's dive in. 1. Introduction: the digital age and anxiety. Let's face it, we live in a world that never switches off. From the moment we wake up to the second we fall asleep, our phones, tablets, and laptops are constantly buzzing for our attention. While technology has undoubtedly made our lives easier, it has also contributed to increasing levels of stress and anxiety. Why is that? The answer is pretty straightforward. Technology has created a world where we're always connected, always available, and always on. This constant connectivity means we rarely get a moment to breathe, reflect, or simply be present. Notifications pinging, emails pouring in, and endless social media updates make it easy for our brains to feel overloaded, leading to burnout and, you guessed it, anxiety. But what if there was a way to enjoy the benefits of technology without falling into the trap of constant overwhelm? The solution lies in setting healthy boundaries, both with our devices and with ourselves. 2. How technology triggers anxiety. Before we jump into how to set boundaries, let's take a quick look at how technology can trigger anxiety. When we talk about anxiety and technology, we're not just referring to the obvious things like work emails or urgent texts. We're also talking about the subtle ways technology affects our mental health. Information overload. With endless news articles, tweets, posts, and videos at our fingertips, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information we consume daily. Social media comparison. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook can trigger feelings of inadequacy, FOMO, fear of missing out, and insecurity as we compare ourselves to others' highlight reels. The need to always be available, the pressure to respond immediately to messages, work emails, or even social media comments can make us feel like we're always on call, leading to mental exhaustion. Blue light exposure. Staring at screens for long periods can disrupt our sleep patterns, which in turn makes us more prone to anxiety. All of these factors contribute to what I like to call tech anxiety. The more we're plugged in, the harder it is to unplug our minds. 3. Signs you need to set boundaries with technology. How do you know if your relationship with technology is negatively impacting your mental health? Here are some signs that it's time to set boundaries. You feel anxious or stressed when you don't have your phone. You check your phone as soon as you wake up or right before bed. You struggle to concentrate on tasks because you're constantly checking emails or social media. You experience sleep issues due to late-night screen time. You feel overwhelmed by the sheer number of notifications you receive each day. If any of these sound familiar, it's a clear sign that your tech habits may be contributing to your anxiety. The good news? You can change this by implementing a few simple boundaries. 4. Step-by-step guide to setting healthy technology boundaries. Setting boundaries with technology might sound like a daunting task, but it's easier than you think. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you regain control over your tech use and reduce anxiety. Step 1. Schedule tech-free time. One of the most effective ways to reduce anxiety is to schedule time away from your devices. This doesn't mean you need to disconnect for days at a time, but start small. Try setting aside 30 minutes to an hour each day where you completely unplug. Use this time to engage in activities that relax your mind, whether it's going for a walk, reading a book, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee without distractions. Gradually increase the amount of tech-free time as you get more comfortable. You'll be amazed at how refreshing it feels to have moments in your day where you're not tethered to a screen. Step 2. Create device-free zones. Another powerful way to set boundaries is by designating certain areas of your home as device-free zones. The bedroom is a great place to start. By keeping your phone, tablet, or laptop out of your bedroom, you can improve your sleep quality and reduce nighttime anxiety. Other potential device-free zones could be the dining room, where you can enjoy meals without distractions, or the living room, where you can relax and unwind without the temptation to scroll endlessly through social media. Step 3. Limit social media use. Social media is one of the biggest culprits when it comes to triggering anxiety. The constant comparison, the pressure to keep up, and the fear of missing out can take a serious toll on our mental health. Set boundaries around how much time you spend on social media. Many apps now offer built-in timers that alert you when you've reached your daily limit. Consider turning off notifications for social media apps altogether, so you're not constantly bombarded with updates throughout the day. It's also a good idea to unfollow accounts that trigger feelings of anxiety or inadequacy, and instead, curate a feed that inspires and uplifts you. Step 4. Turn off non-essential notifications. Let's be honest, most of the notifications we receive aren't urgent. Yet every ping pulls our attention away from what we're doing and heightens our sense of urgency, even if it's just a new email or a social media like. Go into your phone's settings and turn off non-essential notifications. Keep the notifications that truly matter, like messages from loved ones or important work alerts, but silence the rest. You'll notice a huge difference in how calm and focused you feel when your phone isn't constantly demanding your attention. Step 5. Practice digital mindfulness. Just as mindfulness can help reduce anxiety in our daily lives, digital mindfulness can help us become more intentional about how we use technology. Before you pick up your phone or log onto your computer, ask yourself, what is my purpose for doing this? Is it necessary? Or am I just looking for a distraction? By being more aware of your tech habits, you can avoid mindless scrolling and create a healthier, more balanced relationship with technology. 5. How setting boundaries with technology reduces anxiety. So how do these boundaries help with anxiety? Let's break it down. Less overwhelmed. By reducing the number of notifications you receive and limiting screen time, you give your brain a chance to rest and recover. You'll feel less overwhelmed by the constant flow of information. Better sleep. Keeping devices out of the bedroom and cutting back on screen time before bed can improve your sleep quality. And better sleep means a more balanced mood and less anxiety during the day. Increased focus. When you set boundaries around tech use, you'll find it easier to focus on tasks without being constantly distracted. This leads to a greater sense of accomplishment and reduces feelings of stress. Healthier relationships. By creating device-free zones, you'll spend more quality time with loved ones without the distraction of screens. This helps strengthen your relationships and reduces feelings of loneliness and isolation, which are often linked to anxiety. 6. Overcoming the fear of missing out, FOMO. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to set boundaries with technology is the fear of missing out, or FOMO. We're constantly worried that if we don't check our phones or scroll through social media, we'll miss something important. But here's the truth. Missing out on a few updates or messages isn't going to have a huge impact on your life. In fact, by setting boundaries and reducing your screen time, you'll find that you have more time to focus on the things that truly matter, like your mental health, your relationships, and your personal growth. Remind yourself that it's okay to take breaks from technology. The world will keep turning, and you'll return to it feeling more refreshed and grounded. 7. Long-term benefits of setting tech boundaries. Setting boundaries with technology isn't just about reducing anxiety in the short term. It's about creating long-term habits that support your overall well-being. When you're in control of your tech use rather than letting it control you, you'll experience greater peace of mind, improved focus, and a more fulfilling life. Remember, technology is a tool. It's meant to enhance your life, not overwhelm it. By setting clear boundaries and being mindful of how you use your devices, you can reduce anxiety and create a healthier balance between your digital and real worlds. Take that first step today. Schedule some tech-free time, turn off those notifications, and see how much calmer and more in control you feel.